Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The Sultanate achieves Global Entrepreneurship Union Award for the quality of services provided by the Public Authority for Consumer Protection. A higher education admission center stresses that the students' option change stage for general education diploma will start tomorrow. And the organizing committee of Salalah Tourism Festival stresses that the festival this year will highlight historical landmarks and touristic potentials of the Sultanate. Live from the news center of the Sultanate of Oman television, here we present to you 7 o'clock news bulletin. The Shura Council office discussed in its meeting various topics forwarded from the government, including the Council of Ministers' reply to the views of the Council of Oman on the 9th five-year development plan 2016-2020 and the state's general budget for the fiscal year 2016. The Council also reviewed a number of topics, including the reply of the Minister of Manpower on the investments of the Public Authority for Social Insurance, the performance assessment results of some development projects of the Minister of Manpower, the gradual transformation to Omanize academic staff and its executive time frame. The Council also reviewed the reply of the Minister of Tourism on the establishment of touristic projects in residential areas. The meeting also discussed the reply of the Minister responsible for Financial Affairs on mechanism to retain accumulative tax amounts from some companies. The Ministry had studied the development of tax system in the Sultanate. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Hilal Al-Ma'wali, Chairman of the Shura Council. The Sultanate, represented by the Public Authority for Consumer Protection, achieved the Global Entrepreneurship Union Award for the quality of services provided by the authority to consumers. The union is located in the U.S. state of Texas with 100 member countries. It aims to encourage establishments to develop through enhancing its responsibility towards societies. His Excellency Dr. Saeed bin Khamis Al-Ka'bi, Chairman of the Public Authority for Consumer Protection, said that winning of this award for the second time proved that the government plans aiming to develop performance in all the state's establishments are moving forward based on solid foundations. Dr. Hamad bin Khalfan Al-Nu'mani, Director General of Higher Education Admission Center here, said that the registration, admission and options changes stages start operation tomorrow, Wednesday, 13th July, and continue up to Sunday, 24th July. 2016, and that the result of the first sorting will be made on 10th of August 2016. He added that the study seats at the higher education institutions, scholarships and grants compared to students of the age group 16 to 25 years is 95.7%. The major developments of the academic year 2016-2017 is introducing a program for the nationalization of the teaching jobs. The program is dedicated for students studying in schools in the governorate of Al-Wusta and certain schools in other governorates. The program, which grants Bachelor of Sciences and Math degrees in 4 major, namely Math, Biology, Chemistry and Physics, is introduced at the College of Applied Sciences in Ar-Rustaq. He also pointed out that new programs in internal scholarships were introduced in Nizwa University, the International College for Engineering and Management, and Oman Tourism College. The amendments include admission terms, the titles of the programs, other information, the cancelled study programs, which are printed in the students' manuals, the new study programs at the internal scholarships, and the new study programs at the College of Applied Sciences in Ar-Rustaq. The organizing committee of Salalah Tourism Festival stressed in its meeting the significant role of the event in highlighting historical landmarks and touristic potentials of the Sultanate. The committee has exerted all efforts for the success of the festival's activities. Various government bodies are taking part in the festival. The festival will include various cultural, heritage and entertainment activities that will be held in several locations in the governorate. The Information Technology Authority, ITA, continues the registrations of the government, private entities and SMEs in the 5th edition of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos Award for Excellence in E-Government until the 21st of August 2016. This year, the award contains 11 categories distributed among government, private and SME sectors. The government sector entities can compete in 8 different categories, namely Best E-Service, including G2E, G2B, Best E-Services via mobile, including G2E, G2B, Best Whole of Government Projects, Best Services Supporting Doing Businesses, Best E-Participation for Decision-Making Initiative, and Best E-Transformation Achievement. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and still to come in our news bulletin. Before reaching the Canton port in China, the Oman bike riders team pass through important cities in Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan.
هنا الرائحة العالقة بالذاكرة تأخذنا دهشة مختلفة لتبهرنا بجمالها الآسر حيث ملتقى الأسرة. امنح نفسك شغف التجربة، فهنا حكاية الجمال لا تنتهي. مهرجان صلالة السياحي 2016 من 15 من يوليو إلى 31 من أغسطس. عمان، المحبة والوئام.
Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. 45% of the citizens were affected due to the increase in the fuel prices. This was announced during a survey conducted by the National Center for Statistics and Information in the month of June. The survey showed that 45% of the citizens mentioned that they were greatly affected by this increase, while 38% said they were affected slightly and 17% indicated that they did not feel any difference. The Sultanate obtained the 15th place in the world in the field of IT development. It came within the Global Economic Forum report, which focuses on the technical development in the world. The report indicated that the Sultanate came in the 15th place in the number of families who provided with computer, while it obtained the 19th in the field of families who use the internet. It's worth mentioning that the Telecommunications Regulatory Authority is getting ready to launch the new level 7 for mobile phones after extensive studies to open this level 10 million new numbers for mobile phones will be available to accommodate the expected volume of demand in the coming period. The Information Technology Authority held a ceremony to celebrate the graduation of 15 trainees from a program called Successful for Job Seekers. It came in cooperation with the Microsoft Corporation and a FAUC company for technological services. It provides training in fields related to information technology and telecommunications. The program is divided into 2. The first one is for the government employees working in IT field, and the other one is for the job seekers. The aggregate GCC inflation slightly decreased from 2.1% in April 2016 to 1.9% in May 2016. The statistics released by the GCC Statistical Center pointed out that transport group contributed the most 0.7%, the 1.9% inflation, followed by clothing and shoes 0.3%, food and beverages, education and furnishing groups contributed 0.2% each, while tobacco, health and miscellaneous group 0.1% each. The Wildlife Rehabilitation and Breeding Center in the Wilayah of Barca in the Governorate of South Bulletin recorded the birth of 6 gazelles during June 2016. The center supervises over 3 types of wildlife animals, including a number of birds, so as after the rehabilitation process, they are released in their natural habitat. It is worth mentioning that the Sultanate exerted great efforts to protect and preserve wildlife and endangered animals. Before reaching the Canton port in China, the Oman Riders team visited through their journey some important cities in Turkmenistan which are on the Silk Road. They also passed through Uzbekistan, crossing the cities of Bukhara, Samarkand and the capital Tashkent. The adventurers also visited the new building of Abi Ar-Rayhan Al-Biruni Center for Eastern Manuscripts. The Oman Riders team motorbike trip was full of challenges and experiences with the aim to achieve many noble and human aims through meeting various nations and different cultures. And now for the general weather focus around the Sultanate. Cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas of the Governorate of Dhofar and its nearby mountains, with chances of intermittent drizzle and fog. Rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies with chances of cloud accumulation and scattered rain over the Hajar Mountains. Winds will be northeasterly, light to moderate over the coasts of Sea of Oman, while on the coastal areas of the Arabian Sea, it will be southwesterly, moderate to active. Rest of the governorates, it will be northwesterly, light to moderate. Seas will be rough along the coast of the Arabian Sea with a maximum wave height of 5 meters and slight to moderate along the coast of Sea of Oman with a maximum wave height of 1.5 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Sultanate achieves Global Entrepreneurship Union Award for the quality of services provided by the Public Authority for Consumer Protection. Higher Education Admission Center stresses that Desire's change stage for General Education Diploma will start tomorrow. The organizing committee of Salalah Tourism Festival stresses that the festival this year will highlight historical landmarks and touristic potentials of the Sultanate. With that, we do conclude this news bulletin, came to you live from the news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. From the entire news team here in the studio and the newsroom, it's good night.